year anyway. It didn't look promising. Let's keep it real. But somehow, some way, they've gotten out to a really, really good start. The chemistry seems to be pretty good, and I'll be talking about chemistry, trust me. The Minnesota Timberwolves. A little bit of a shock and a surprise there, right? But they got some dudes. They got some players.
Amplify it now and learn as an apprentice in a unique way to get a career as a broadcaster, podcaster, chef, music producer, or filmmaker. Just visit one of our sites, radioconnection.com, recordingconnection.com, filmconnection.com, or casaschools.com. Or call 1-865-413-5724. That's 1-865-413-5724.
Wake up call! You guys want to kick field goals all game? Is that what the league is coming down to now? Do you know how many box scores I look at where I see a kicker kick 4 field goals in a game now? It happens all the time.
The offense seems to be able to move the ball in their first 50 pretty easily.
Exactly.
Once they get past the 50, everything gets stalled. But now you have kickers where it's like, oh, let's go for the 50-plus yard field goal. He's consistent.
At this rate, kickers are going to start making $20 million a year.
It's a kicker's league, Tony.
Wake up call with Tony V and Ron Colbert. Weekdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern.
Wake up call! It is clear Josh McDaniels cannot be a head coach in the National Football League. This year, they're 3-4 and lost to the Bears with a backup quarterback.
Who we never heard of. Yeah. What school did he go to again?
Shepherd.
Thank you.
By the way, he was the Division II Heisman Trophy winner.
Okay, well,
visit one of our radioconnection.com.
Who we never heard of. What school did he go to again?
Shepherd.
Thank you.
By the way, he was the Division II Heisman Trophy winner.
Okay, well,
Sandrock Concrete specializes in
college football. Shame on you, Heisman House.
Wake up call with Tony V and Ron Colbert. Weekdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern.
This is Brent Musburger, and you're listening live to VSiN on Sports Map Radio. This is the Lombardi Line with former NFL executive Michael Lombardi. Now here is your host, Stormy Bonatoni, on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
Don't forget, on DraftKings Sportsbook this week, new customers can bet $5 and pocket $200 in bonus bets instantly. Plus, all customers can get a no-sweat same-game parlay every day. Download the app and use the promo code VSIN. That's VSIN.
Please stand by for a special presentation of Western Reserve Radio at westernreserveradio.com on the Live 365 network and the Live 365 app.
And we welcome you once again to the Brunswick Auto Mart Arena here in Strongsville, Ohio. Game 3 for the Canton-Akron Jets as they look for their first win here in this Cleveland showcase. And they will take on the Westerville Warcats. Hello everyone, Jim Craven with you along with Shannon and Jerry Lute up here in the box, trying to keep everything organized as we bring you Game 3 of this showcase. Scores from yesterday. Not a fantastic day for the Canton-Akron Jets. They drop a heartbreaker, a 5-4 game in the earlier tilt as they took on Hilliard. They are 0-3 against Hilliard now. It was a 5-4 win for the other team. However, that game tied up at 4-4 all the way to about 1:36 left in that third period. Jets would drop again their third game to Hilliard. In the night edition, It would be the Canton-Akron Jets taking on the number 1 rated Dayton Stealth. And it would be a rough night for the Jets as they would take the 7-1 loss. Other scores from around the showcase yesterday. Dayton got the 4-3 win over Team Ohio. And Hilliard knocked off Team Ohio by a score of 2-1. Also yesterday, if you're a Buckeyes fan, the Ohio State Buckeyes get the 38-3 win over Michigan State. And of course, as we mentioned yesterday, Grove City, the Wolverines, they complete the perfect 10-0 season. They get the 31-0 shutout over the Teal Tomcats, and they will await today to see where they're going to be with their automatic qualifications for the Division III NCAA playoffs. Phantoms were back in action last night in Dubuque. Of course, Friday night, they get the shootout win over the Dubuque Fighting Saints by a score of 5-4. And last night, it would be Dubuque getting the revenge as they get the 4-1 win over the Phantoms. Phantoms will be back at home Thanksgiving weekend. Be sure to call 330-747-PUCK, 747-7825 for great tickets on what should be great crowds on the holiday weekend. Phantoms looking strong there under head coach Ryan Ward. Take a look at the starting lineups here for both teams. For the Westerville Warcats, it'll be Kendall Woodruff, number 16. He'll be a defenseman and a captain for the Westerville Warcats. It'll be forward David Resinger, number 20. And it'll be number 27, Benjamin Kluppel. He will be in net today for the Westerville Warcats. Also, it'll be Evan Weiss on defense. Carson Fiala will be one of the forwards. And it'll be Ronald Oyer rounding out the defense for the Warcats. Head coach for the Westerville Warcats is Matt Bernard. Overall, prior to this weekend, they came in at 3-6-0, 33 goals for, 53 against. One meeting between Canton-Akron and Westerville a couple weeks ago down at the Chiller in Worthington, and it would be the Canton-Akron Jets getting the win over Westerville. Take a look at the starting lineup for your Canton-Akron Jets here this morning. On that starting line, it'll be number 25, out of Twinsburg High School, the senior, Max Bazaroff. It'll be number 10, the freshman, out of Jackson Township and Jackson High School, Ethan Bell. And it'll be number 81, the sophomore, out of Poland Seminary High School, Will Craven. Bazaroff coming in with 8 goals and 5 assists prior to this weekend. Ethan Bell, 2 goals and 4 assists. Craven brings in 3 goals and 2 assists. On defense, for the Canton-Akron Jets, it will be the freshman out of Jackson High School, number 42, Jack Barbieri. And it'll be the captain, number 32, out of Bourbon High School, Austin Lute. And in net, we believe today, it's going to be the junior out of Mayfield High School, Ryan Carey, for the Canton-Akron Jets. The Jets are coached by Sean Houston. We're going to step aside for a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll have the puck drop here from the Brunswick Auto Mart Arena in Strongsville. You're listening to Canton-Akron Jets hockey here on Western Reserve Radio and CityView Sportscast. Nina's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532. Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football. Hey, football fans, don't miss the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey at the Cavelli Center in downtown Youngstown. The Phantoms are preparing for the upcoming season as they take to the ice to defend their Clark Cup championship. With over a dozen highly touted prospects on this year's roster, the road to the NHL clearly runs through Youngstown. Purchase season tickets, group tickets, and individual game tickets now by calling 330-747-PUCK. That's 330-747-7825, or go to youngstownphantoms.com.
Professional, fast, highly knowledgeable, easy to work with. These are real reviews by customers of Sandrock Concrete. For all your concrete block, brick, stone, stonework, and excavating needs, call Jerry Sandrock. For your free estimate at 330-506-0013. Sandrock Concrete is fully insured and ready to make your ideas a reality. Sandrock Concrete is a proud supporter and sponsor of Mahoning Valley High School football on Western Reserve Radio.
This is Everett Fitzhugh, the radio voice of the NHL Seattle Kraken, and when I want to catch up with Youngstown sports, I tune in to Western Reserve Radio, WRDB, The Scourge.
Back here at the Brunswick Auto Mart Arena here in Strongsville, as we prepare for puck drop Game 3 of this weekend showcase for the Canton-Akron Jets. Jets looking for their first win, again dropping the first two games yesterday to Hilliard and Dayton, both highly ranked in the state. The toe with Hilliard, though, good effort by the Jets here, as it would be goals from Will Craven, two from Max Bazaroff, one from Breen Dahman. And it would be Bazaroff leading the scoring for the Canton-Akron Jets. Again, it'll be an attempt to get on the right track today, as the Canton-Akron Jets, they come in on the weekend at 7-5-1. We'll make that 7-7-1 after the two losses yesterday. Ryan Carey to start in net for the Canton-Akron Jets. Brandon Fratt Antonio takes both losses yesterday in the Saturday games. So just moments away here from puck drop as we get Game 3 underway. Just prior to this game, it would be Hilliard and the Cincinnati Swords going at it. Hilliard would get the 3-0 shutout over the Cincinnati Swords. And it'll be Craven taking the face-off against Kendall Woodruff. Woodruff, captain, Will, the alternate captain for the Jets. So Bell, Bazaroff, Craven, Barbieri, and Lute for the Canton-Akron Jets. We are underway with the Warcats winning this one. And puck will sail down behind the goal line behind Ryan Carey. Barbieri sent us one around the kick blade. It'll head back to the neutral zone as Ethan Bell will try to chase it down, but it'll be Fiella who will bring it in to the zone for the Warcats. Trying to feed across here, Will Craven will knock that one away. Loose puck here. Fiella will backhand it down in the corner. Lute will work to get it as Craven and Bell come in for the support. Bazaroff now sending this one across ice into the neutral zone. It'll be Ethan Bell trying to work his way into it, but it'll be knocked back into the defensive zone. Craven will send this over to Lute. Lute again across the ice, trying to get the Barbieri, but that will sail down into the zone for the Jets. Picked up by the Warcats and sent around the kick plate. Kale Zurakowski now replacing Craven. And it'll be Hanneberg now checking on defense for the Jets as well. 13:55 here in the first period, just underway as Zurakowski will send this one back to Barbieri. Barbieri going to skate back, try to set it up. He'll get it to Hanneberg. Hanneberg sending it across the ice to try to get it to Zurakowski, but Weiss is going to intercept that. He'll lose it. And Zurakowski tried to get in there, but he's going to be knocked out of the way by his own player. That'll be Benson. Benson taking that penalty at the end of the game yesterday. DiFilippo now with the puck now working around the net of Kluppel. Bazaroff now trying to skate it back into the zone, but it's going to come out. They're going to have to reset. Hanneberg now going to send it over D to D. Puck loose down in the offensive zone for the Warcats. They're going to take the shot, but Ryan Carey will shut that one down. Zurakowski picking it up, going to send it down the boards. And the Warcats now with possession, but they're going to lose that. Can't handle the pass, and Hanneberg trying to work it up the boards. He'll get some help from Benson. Benson looking to work through two Warcat defenders. He's going to lose the puck, and it'll be chipped back to Hanneberg. He will reset. They'll do it again. CP now, the junior out of South Range High School, checking in on defense. back and forth with the puck as CP will work this one off the wall. Gage Weaver now working into the corner. He'll drop pass it to CP. CP trying to work it back to the point. Tyler Benson there for the support, but the Warcats will bring it back down into the zone. And they're trying a backhand attempt as Ryan Carey's going to take a little bit of a shot there. Joe Kish tried to take the shot, but couldn't get it to come off a stick for Westerville. 12:25 here. At the whistle. No score. First period. As it'll be Brain Dahman now. Taking the face off with Kish. It'll be to the right of Carey. Ben Rose now trying to work him back down behind the goal line of Carey. Now sent around the plate. Tried to get it over to Gavin Weaver. Weaver couldn't gather it with a stick. And it's going to head down towards the Westerville net. It'll be set up by Kluppel. Emmerling now stepping in. Trying to slow down Lewis. Gavin Weaver stepping in the corner as well. Trying to work against the big man from Westerville. That'll be Kason Knapp. Knapp, an imposing figure on the ice. Looks more like a right guard in football than he does a hockey player, but moves pretty well for a big guy. 11:47 left here. First period, no score. We're going to drop this one to the right of Kluppel. Rossi nicely in for the draw. It'll be Freitas. And nicely, Mario Stashowski now on the line for the Jets. Maybe Barbieri and Lute on defense. Jack trying to send it back, but it's going to be Fiella with the puck. He's going to take a backhand shot. Ryan Carey with the glove save. 11:36 left here, first period, no score. They'll drop this one to the left of Ryan Carey of the Jets. So it'll be nicely. And Fiella on the draw. Fiella going to win this one, take a shot across the paint, but it's going to head into the wall. Mario Stashowski now sending it forward, but he'll lose it. Collision at mid-ice, and Lute will knock the puck loose. As this one will sail back down into the corner to the right of Carey, and it'll go up into the net. Puck out of play. 11:15 left here, first period. Canton-Akron with a wholesale change. It'll be Bazaroff, Bell, and Craven again. Dropping this one to the right of Ryan Carey. 11:15 left here, first period. Craven will win this one. He'll get that out to Hanneberg. Hanneberg kicked this one around the plate. It'll go to Bell. Bell trying to hit her, push it across the ice. It'll go past the stick of Bazaroff, and it'll be icing coming up against the Canton-Akron Jets. Finale of the weekend coming up here at 3:30 this afternoon. That is the scheduled puck drop time, as long as all goes on schedule, which has not today. Of course, over on Western Reserve Radio, we will have the selection show for the NCAA Division III football playoffs. Grove City Wolverines getting the automatic bid as the President's Athletic Conference champions. As Bazaroff now trying to work his way around, take the shot, but it's going to go into the boot of a Warcat. Bazaroff now, again, he'll lose it behind the net. It looks like it's tied up in the back of the net as Ethan Bell will come out with it. He'll send it across the ice, back to the point. Hanneberg taking a shot off the right side. It's not going to go. It'll go wide. Bell sending this back out to CP. Puck now going to sail down. A 2-on-1 for the Warcats. They're going to take an angle shot, and it's going to go in for the Westerville Warcats. 10:22 of the first period. Try to get you a number on who shot that. Okay, Carson Fiella, the forward. He'll get that one. As Zurakowski will take the face-off here. Warcats with a 1-0 lead here with 10:17 left here, first period. Benson now with the puck in the neutral zone, trying to work it into the Jet zone. They'll chip it down behind the goal line. Hanneberg will pick it up. Excuse me, that'll be Gage Weaver. Weaver working around a kick plate. He'll send it back out to the defense. That'll be Max Campbell taking a shot from the point. And it's going to be knocked away. And Benson will chip this one down behind the goal line, down into the corner, and they'll battle for it. Puck tied up there as it's going to be Weaver for the Jets. And Zurakowski now coming in for the support. Locked against the wall, but he'll get it back out. Emmerling will take the shot. And then Kale Zorkowski on the rebound shot. Off the glove side of the net. Ties this one up for the Canton-Akron Jets by a score of 1-1. 9:39 left here, first period. And the freshman, Kale Zorkowski, gets the Jets on the board. Zorkowski out of Jackson High School. So Dahman, Rose, and Gavin Weaver now on for the Jets. As Dahman now will win this one, he'll take it into the zone. He'll be surrounded by a trio of Warcats. Kick back out to the blue line. Lute will save this one, trying to get it down to Ben Rose, who overshoot him. It'll head back into the corner and then push back out through the neutral zone by a Warcat. Rush now with the puck. Couldn't get it down into the Warcat zone. It'll go out to Ben Rose. Rose will be content to chip this one down in. It'll be Bristol now with the puck. He'll push it forward here. It'll go off the stick of Barbieri towards the net, and Ryan Carey will stop this very slow shot here. 9:02 of the first period. Carey in the net to our right. And Kluppel in the net to our left. Wholesale change for the Westerville Warcats. They'll drop this one to the right of Ryan Carey. In the Jets' defensive zone. Be Rossi nicely taking the face-off for the Jets. Puck will sail towards the net. Carey will knock this one away. It'll hit around the kick plate. And another shot down into the slot. CP will save that one. Rossi nicely trying to get this out to Freitas. Freitas couldn't get to it. Fiala will send this down into the back of the net. Excuse me, back around the net. As they send this one along the walls. Mario Stashowski sticking his nose in there, trying to move this puck. And it'll be Rossi nicely. He will send us out to Freitas in the neutral zone. He's going to lose it, but it'll be backed up by Hanneberg. Hanneberg going to chip it into the Jets zone towards the net. And it's going to have to be stopped by Kluppel. He's actually going to kick this one loose, where Hanneberg's going to recover it off the boards and try to send it down, but it's going to be worked out into the neutral zone as nicely. And Stashowski will battle Fiala and Woodruff for the puck. Loose now. It's going to be Seepy off the boards, sending it out too nicely bouncing it off the boards. But Stashowski will end up with a neutral zone. They'll try to work it in, but it's going to go off the body of a Warcat. That's going to be Kendall Woodruff. Resinger now going to send this one behind the net of Carey. He'll head to the bench. Nicely chipping this one off the wall. Bell tried to bring it down with his hand. Try to glove it, but overshot him here. Bell now with the puck again, trying to send it over D to D, but he'll give it to Bazaroff. Bazaroff working it through the neutral zone. Down the near boards, moving right to left. He'll take the sharp angle shot, and it's going to be swallowed up by Benjamin Kloppel. 7:30 left here, first period. We are all tied up at 1. Canton-Akron with the dominant performance against Westerville just a couple weeks ago, as Craven will take the face-off to the right of Kloppel. It'll be Bazaroff with a shot, and it's going to go off the blocker side of Kloppel. Joe Kish now with the puck, trying to take the shot to the left of Carey, but it's going to be Emmerling stepping in. Puck going to come loose. Craven tried to get to it. Shot on goal, and it's going to be a ricochet shot from the Warcats. It'll be Kish to take the shot, but he's not going to get it. Carey will shut that down. Craven now trying to work it off the boards. He'll lose the puck. He'll be pushed off of it. That'll be Evan Weiss on defense for the Warcats. Craven now will be able to get in there and chip it down behind the goal line, behind Kluppel. And Bazaroff now sticking to the boards here, trying to keep this one in the zone. Back and forth here. Not a lot of control by either team, as Max Campbell now will work this one off the glass into the neutral zone. And again, it'll be the big guy, Casey Knapp. It will send this one around the kick plate. Emmerling trying to work it off the boards. There's going to be a collision, and we'll have a whistle. Puck out of play. 6:20 left here, first period. We are all tied up at 1. Kale Zorkowski getting the goal for the Canton-Akron Jets here in the first period. Carson Fiala responsible for the other goal for the Westerville Warcats. And as soon as the officials get a puck, we'll be able to get this one underway. They'll drop it to the right of Carey. So Estep will take the face-off. Lute will send this one around to Benson. Benson to the near wall. Sends it across the ice. Was trying to hit Zorkowski on the pass, but it'll overshoot him. Head to the wall. The defender's going to fall down for the Warcats. Zorkowski going to take a shot, looking for a second goal of the day. It's not going to go. 6:02 left here, first period. All tied up at 1. Zorkowski now working off the boards. Shot on goal by Barbieri from the point. Glove saved by Kluppel. And it was Zorkowski and Knapp. A little bit of a battle down in the corner. Looks like Cale was fighting out of his weight class on that one. 5:54 left here, first period. They'll drop this one to the right of Kluppel. It'll be Zorkowski and Fiala. Zorkowski going to send this one across the boards. And Gage Weaver will step in. Lute will take the shot. It'll go off the stick of a Warcat. Benson will recover behind the net. Weaver back to Benson. Benson looking for somebody across the slot. Zorkowski was waiting, but couldn't time up the pass. Puck will stay loose against the board here as Barbieri will try to send this one down into the corner, and there'll be a battle for it. Down in the corner, 2-on-2. And it'll come loose. Gage Weaver, the closest one to it. And he and Lute will try to set this one up from behind the cage of Ryan Carey. Westerville now picking up the puck here on the pass. Puck bouncing around. He'll take a shot from the blue line. That's going to be Benson going to step in. It's going to bounce off him as Cale Zorkowski, the freshman, working around the left side of the net. He'll take the shot. It's going to go high off the glass. And Resinger will send this one down ice. Barbieri tried to send it up the wall, but he'll be stopped by Woodruff. Woodruff sending this one around the kick plate. Lute on the fence, trying to work against the net. Carey is going to swallow this one up. We're going to have a pile of bodies. People just falling down as Barbieri and Fiala get to know each other pretty well. I'm pretty sure they're married in some countries now. 4:42 left here, first period, all tied up at 1. Actually, we're going to have matching penalties coming up against Zorkowski and Fiala after that little pile up. And they're going to call them both for roughing, I believe. It's going to be 2 minutes on each. So offsetting penalties, it'll remain 5-on-5. As the faceoff will come to the right of Ryan Carey. Estep to take the faceoff. Excuse me, that's going to be Payer taking the faceoff for the Warcats. Ben Rose will end up with it. Trying to work around the defense of Payer. Puck now going to bounce out of the neutral zone. And we'll have a whistle. And it's going to be an offsides call. As the puck went back and forth. So we'll drop this one again to the right of the Jets, Ryan Carey. 4:29 left here, first period. Connor Seepy now with the puck, send it up behind Carey, looking for an option. He'll try to send it up against the wall, but Ben Rose missed the pass. Didn't see it coming. He bailed. It'll be the Warcats now with the puck. They'll send it out to the point. Chipping it off the wall. It'll be brought down by the glove. I believe that's going to be Hanneberg. Puck coming around the kick plate. Ben Rose going to pick it up. He's going to take a shot. And he'll recover quickly. And Warcats with the puck sending out to the neutral zone. That's going to be Kish with the puck. Or excuse me, that'll be Rush. As Hanneberg will be on the defense, he'll take him all the way around the back of the net. And it'll be Payer trying to recover it for the Warcats. Ben Rose now with the puck. He'll send it out to the neutral zone, but Weiss will pick it up and chip it back into the Warcat zone. Hanneberg now with the puck. He'll send it back down to the neutral zone, and then Breen Dahlman will send this one behind the cage of Kluppel. Puck loose as Gavin Weaver battles for it behind the net. Hanneberg trying to chip this one around the boards. Puck loose here as Ben Rose in the corner will work his way into the slot, but his pass is going to miss on the attempt of Rossi nicely. But CP will be able to recover it. He'll head back towards the board. CP will head to the bench. And the Warcats will set it up. Shot off of Stashowski as he made his way to the ice. Puck still loose. And that'll be Estep taking it down the boards. But then Hanneberg will end up with it. He'll take it around the net of Carey. Hanneberg working it back around. Emmerling with the puck. Looking for an option all the way across ice to Gio Freitas. Freitas bringing it into the zone now. He'll take the shot, and it's going to go wide left of the cage. Stashowski, the nearest one there for the rebound, can't get to it. And Gio going to battle for it down in the corner with Jack Baczynski, the defenseman. Shot from Emmerling from the point. It'll go off a Warcat. As nicely will try to recover it. He is Stashowski. Battling a couple of Warcat defenders. That'll be Kish with the puck. Tried to send it through the slot, but he won't be able to make it. And Brissell will also lose it. Nicely battling with Knapp. Again, another case of fighting outside your weight class there, but good effort by Rossi nicely. Knapp now working behind the net. Emmerling tried to send the puck forward, but we have a penalty coming up against the Westerville Warcats. I believe that's going to be on Kish. As we clear the matching penalties against Fiala and Zurakowski, it will be Joe Kish going to the box. I believe that's going to be for kneeing, so that'll be 2 minutes for Joe Kish. They'll drop this one to the left of Kluppel. It'll be Craven taking the face off for the Jets. They'll send it out to the point. The Jets now on the power play. 1:46 left here, first period. And CP now will send this one down to Bazarov. Bazarov went to take the shot, go off the stick of a Warcat and into the glass. And it'll go out to Gage Weaver. Weaver sending it back over to CP. CP setting up for the point. He's going to take the shot. It's going to go high. Craven and Luke down by the net. Luke trying to put the puck across the paint. Nobody there as they'll kick it back out to CP. Bazarov now down low. And Craven now stepping in, trying to keep the puck in. And it'll go into the neutral zone here as the Warcats try to kill this one off. 1:23 left here on the power play for the Jets. 1:10 left in the first period. Craven trying to work it into the zone. Going to set it up here from the point. He's going to drop pass it to Weaver. Weaver trying to work it into the circle. He'll send it down to Craven. Craven wasn't expecting the pass, but he'll backtrack, and we'll have a Canton-Akron Jet that's going to go down behind the net. That's going to be CP. Puck looses. Connor CP recovers that one. Weaver sending it back out top to the blue line. Hindenburg taking a shot. Puck loose, and the Warcats are going to knock this one 200 feet as they try to kill this off. 52 seconds left on the power play. 38 seconds left on the game clock in this first period. Hindenburg on his own, trying to bring it down the boards. He'll hold up. Bazarov will back him up. He'll take it the rest of the way down behind the goal line. Craven now in front of the net, waiting for the pass. Bazarov cycling around. Bazarov now sends us over to Hindenburg. Hindenburg at the point. Hindenburg going to take the shot. It's going to go off to the post. And back out to CP. CP over to Bazarov. And they'll keep it in. It'll be Gage Weaver stepping in here. Craven again in front of the net. He's battling again, so Ron Oyer down there. And that's going to be the end of the first period here in Strongsville. We are all tied up at 1. It'll be 10 seconds left on the power play for the Jets when we come back. You're listening to the Canton-Akron Jets hockey here on Western Reserve Radio and CityView Sportscast. We're right back after this.
So, are you enjoying our station? Well, now you can take us along on your mobile device wherever you go.
Wow!
The free Live 365 app is available for both Apple and Android devices.
That sounds like fun. I'll give it a try.
Just go to the Apple app or Google Play Store and download it today.
You're listening to WRDB, Western Reserve Digital Broadcasting, Youngstown, Warren, Salem, and around the world.
Hey, football fans, don't miss the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey at the Cavelli Center in downtown Youngstown. The Phantoms are preparing for the upcoming season as they take to the ice to defend their Clark Cup championship. With over a dozen highly touted prospects on this year's roster, the road to the NHL clearly runs through Youngstown. Purchase season tickets, group tickets, and individual game tickets now by calling 330-747-PUCK. That's 330-747-7825 or go to youngstownphantoms.com.
Clark Cup champion!
Kluppel and Carey will switch sides of the ice, all tied up at 1 here. Second period action coming up from the Brunswick Auto Mart Arena in Strongsville. As it'll be Zurakowski, after serving the penalty, taking the face-off for the Canton-Akron Jets. Carey now in the net to our left. Kluppel to our right. Weaver now trying to work it into the zone. 2 seconds left here as this penalty it will expire. And the Jets will not convert on the power play. We are back to 5-on-5. If you're just joining us here, scoring in the first period, it would be Kale Zurakowski, the freshman, getting the goal for the Canton-Akron Jets. That would tie it up after the goal coming from Carson Fiala for the Westerville Warcats. Puck now behind Kluppel, and they'll send it around the boards here. And they'll send it back out to Polchow. Polchow working in the zone. He'll work against Austin Lute. Lute couldn't get the angle on him. Polchow will take the shot, but it's going to go high off the glass. And it'll be Oyer recovering the puck in the neutral zone. He'll send it down, but it'll be Austin Lute, senior captain out of Boardman for the Jets, to try to send it forward to Benson. Benson will send it over to the defenseman for the Jets. Jack Barbieri, the freshman. And Lute working defensively for the Jets now. Austin coming in, delivering a shot on Polchow. Puck loose now is Rush. She will try to work it down in the zone, but Lute will step in again and send it to the neutral zone. Back and forth here as Oyer will send it down the boards. But it'll be Weiss now that'll be back in his defensive zone for the Warcats. He'll set it up as Canton-Akron will go for a change. Ben Rose and Dahman now out, as well as Gavin Weaver. Weaver trying to take it off the stick of a Warcat, send it down into the corner. It'll be Ben Rose trying to send it across the paint, and it'll go off of a Warcat. We're going to have a whistle, and it's going to be an interference call coming up, I believe, against the Westerville Warcats. And indeed, they're going to call Ben Payer for it. That'll come at 13:11 left here in the second period. So Canton-Akron back to the power play. They didn't convert on their first one. They'll drop this one to the left of Kluppel. It'll be the second power play unit here for the Jets, with Zurakowski taking the face-off. Barbieri stepping in as Zurakowski will work this off the boards. Down in the corner looking for an option, but it'll be picked off by a Warcat, but sent around to Ben Rose. And Rose will send this back out to that'll be Gage Weaver. We'll get him right eventually. Zurakowski going to send us back around the net, trying to look for Ben Rose. Rose send it back to Zurakowski. He'll play a little bit of tennis with it behind the net. Zurakowski out to Emmerling at the point. Back to Zurakowski. He'll work to the left of Kluppel and back to Emmerling. Emmerling going to go D to D with Gage Weaver. Weaver going to take the shot, and it's going to go off the post. Zurakowski's going to be able to recover it, and he's going to battle down in the corner, and it'll end up on the stick of Ben Rose. He'll cycle it around. Bottom of the left circle. And the Warcats will step in there. That's going to be Fiala with the puck now. And thought there was going to be a tripping call coming up against the Jets. No call here as Emmerling tried to work his way all the way down, but Woodruff's going to step in for the Warcats and send it back to Fiala. Fiala will chip this one into their zone, and he will go to the bench. Hanneberg, with 52 seconds left on the power play, will set this one up. It'll be Barbieri, and he'll be knocked down by Hoover. And this puck will be sent back down the ice behind the goal of Ryan Carey. 40 seconds left on the power play for the Jets. 11:48 left here in this second period. All tied up at 1. Emmerling trying to work it all the way around. He'll lose it, but he'll be backed up by Hanneberg. Hanneberg with the shot across there, but it's going to go wide right of the cage. And the net coming off of its moorings. I don't know if the officials see it or not. The right post is off. Zurakowski's going to take the shot, and it's going to go in. Kale Zurakowski, the freshman, gets his second goal of the day. 11:27 of the second period. And the Canton-Akron Jets convert on the power play. They take the lead 2-1. And Craven Bell and Bazaroff will check back in, as will Lute. And Connor Seepy defensively for the Jets. Zurakowski, the freshman out of Jackson High School. As we drop this one, it's going to be Kish trying to work around the left side of Carey. Carey had it, dropped it. He's going to recover it. Austin Lute there to make sure that that's not going to go anywhere. They'll blow the whistle with 11:16 left here in the second period. So the freshman out of Jackson Township responsible for both Canton-Akron Jets goals. Craven going to win this one off the boards. CP couldn't handle it. It's going to stay around the boards, and Craven will battle for it. So Bell and Bazaroff now 2-on-2. As CP will lose the puck, Bell will lose the puck. He'll chip it down in behind the net of Kluppel. Craven going to step in there to move this one back to Bazaroff. Bazaroff to the slot. Couldn't get it over to Bell. It was intercepted by Knapp. Bell now stepping in, trying to keep it in the zone, but the Warcats are going to be able to bring it through the neutral zone. And it'll be Kish pushing it forward, but Lute will take that. And it'll be Bell trying to work from the far side. He'll be knocked off the puck by Oyer. Bazaroff stepping in behind the net. A collision there. A couple guys go down. No call. CP trying to work through the circles to the right of Kluppel. He'll get out to Bell. Bell's going to take the shot, but it's going to go way high to the net. Puck out of play. 10-17 left here. Second period. Jets with a 2-1 lead. They'll have one final game this afternoon. That game tentatively scheduled for 3:30 as they will take on the Newark Generals. Canton-Akron getting 2 wins over the Generals earlier in the season, as it'll be Gavin Weaver, Brain Dahman, and Ben Rose for the Jets. Barbieri and Hanneberg on defense for Canton-Akron. Puck loose out the center ice. Here's Polchow now will try to bring it into the Warcat zone. He'll try to work past the defensive Barbieri, another freshman actually, as Ben Rose will end up with this one on a ricochet, but the Warcats stepping in as well. That'll be Polchow steadying it behind the red line. Gavin Weaver stepping in. Had it for a moment, but it'll be Hoover that will kick this one back into the zone for the Warcats. Ben Rose now to the far side. He's going to work against 2 Warcats. Try to bring it inside. Shoot it from the right side of Kluppel. Kluppel will get the glove or the blocker side save. Rose now trying to get it into the slot, trying to get it to Gavin Weaver, but it's going to go off the boot of a Warcat out to Barbieri at the point, and he'll chip it back down behind the net as Ben Rose looked like he was going to get tripped up, but actually was able to pass the puck still from one knee. Hanneberg sending it towards the net, but didn't have enough on it. Puck will sail all the way behind the Canton-Akron Jets net. It'll be icing coming up against the Warcats. 9:13 left here, second period. Canton-Akron with a 2-1 lead after going down 1-0. Kale Zurakowski gets two goals for the Jets. As they'll drop this one to the right of Kluppel. And the puck again will head all the way down the ice past Ryan Carey, and we'll do it again. As it'll be Freitas, Stashowski, and Rossi nicely out for the Jets. Emmerling and Max Campbell defensively for CAK. 9:08 left here, second period, 2-1. Is the Jets score. They'll drop this to the right of Kluppel. That'll be nicely sending it to board. The Warcats will end up with it. Emmerling stepping in. He'll be able to get to Max Campbell. Campbell tried to send it down ice, but Fiala got in the way. And the puck will retreat behind Carey, where Emmerling will come up. We'll try to send it around the boards, but nothing but red jerseys there. And it'll be Westerville now with the puck back and forth against the boards. Nicely, and Campbell working in the corner for the Jets. Stashowski one-on-one. As he'll try to work from the left side of the net. He'll lose the puck. Ben Bristol with the puck now. Try to send it across. Try to get it to Woodruff. Too many blue and white jerseys there for him now as Emmerling will have it. He'll bring it into the zone. He'll have Stashowski behind him, and Freitas as his partner. He'll backhand it. Freitas couldn't get the pass. Would have had a shot on goal. Just couldn't time it up as Emmerling now will chase this one down behind the goal line on the Canton-Akron Jets side. That will come back. 8:05 left here, second period. Icing coming up against Westerville. They'll drop this to the right of Kluppel. I want to thank the staff from Westerville for helping us out with the roster and starters today. Sometimes it's not so easy to get those as they drop this one to the right. Rossi nicely will send this one against the boards. Gage Weaver will have it, and he'll send it around the boards. Nobody there as Knapp will chip this one down. And it looks like we'll have icing again coming up. Nope, Hanneberg will pick this one up. Zepe now down in the corner trying to get away from Pear. He'll send it around the boards. And Oyer will step in for the Westerville Warcats, send it around the boards. Jets trying to get it out of their defensive zone. And finally, it's going to be Zurakowski with the puck. He'll take the shot, and it's going to the rebound, and he's going to get his third goal of the day. Kale Zurakowski gets his own rebound, and the Jets take a 3-0 lead. So the hat trick for Kale Zurakowski, 7:26 of the second period. Zurakowski took a shot from the right side of the cage, crashed the net, and was able to get his own rebound. As Bell, Craven, and Bazaroff will be back in. Craven will chip this one down into the zone. He'll chase it against the boards. Working against Nick Hoover. Bell now in the corner trying to send this one up to a Jet, but he's going to be surrounded by red jerseys. Polchow now will send it down towards Ryan Carey. Carey will slow it down. It'll be picked up by Austin Lute. Lute will work it off the glass, try to get it out to Craven. He'll overshoot him. And in the neutral zone, it'll be Ethan Bell now with an opportunity to take a shot. And it's going to go in off the wide angle shot. Working around the screen of the Westerville Warcats. And Ethan Bell gets the Canton-Akron Jets goal, 6:51 of the second period. The Jets now with a 4-1 lead over Westerville. After a slow start for the Canton-Akron Jets, they get hot here in the second period. Ethan Bell, another freshman out of Jackson High School. He came into the weekend with 2 goals and 4 assists. You can add one more for him. As it looks like we're going to take a time out here. So we'll step aside for a quick break. You're listening to Canton-Akron Jets hockey here on Western Reserve Radio and CityView Sportscast.
Hey, football fans, don't miss the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey at the Cavelli Center in downtown Youngstown. The Phantoms are preparing for the upcoming season as they take to the ice to defend their Clark Cup championship. With over a dozen highly touted prospects on this year's roster, the road to the NHL clearly runs through Youngstown. Purchase season tickets, group tickets, and individual game tickets now by calling 330-747-PUCK. That's 330-747-7825 or go to youngstownphantoms.com.
You're listening to WRDB, Western Reserve Digital Broadcasting, Youngstown, Warren, Salem, and around the world.
Dahman to take the face-off for the Jets. Got a stalemate here, but Dahman will send this one down into the corner. Dahman taking a shot off the left side of Kluppel, but it'll be knocked away. Puck now working into the Westerville offensive zone. He'll take a shot on goal. It's going to go wide right of the cage. Puck loose. No possession here. Finally, will get a shot at it. Shot on goal from Knapp, but it's not going to go through the defense of Ryan Carey. Max Campbell now and Weaver on the rush here. Campbell will take the shot. It's going to go high over the cage, and it'll be Gavin Weaver's going to step in. He'll find Zurakowski again. Zurakowski, excuse me, that's going to be Rossi. Oh, no, I'm sorry, bring Dahman. Saw the one. As CP tries to work around the defense of Resinger. Viola will lose his stick. He'll be able to recover that. Viola now with the puck, trying to work around Max Campbell. And it'll end up on the stick of Gavin Emmerling. Emmerling bringing it down the board to have Weaver to his right. 3-on-2 with the Westerville advantage. Take the shot. Will Emmerling, but it won't go. Puck loose now again in the Jets offensive zone. As it'll be Payer battling for it. He'll eventually win that one, send it down the boards. And Polchow and Emmerling will chase it down behind the net of Ryan Carey. Sent around the kick plate, tried to get it to Ben Rose, but Rose couldn't get to the wall fast enough. 5:16 left here, second period. Jets with a 4-1 lead. As Stashowski will work against Weiss. Puck going to come loose. Stashowski trying to get in there as Oyer was trying to recover the puck. Ben Rose and Stashowski all over the ice here. Polchow now from the neutral zone trying to send a D-to-D, but it's going to be knocked away by Stashowski. Mario Stashowski trying to chase it down behind the net. Stashowski coming up to Canton-Akron from Worcester as they try to center this puck, but Freitas Tried to pick it up, but it'll send back into the neutral zone, and the Canton-Akron Jets will have to clear. With 4:40 left here, second period. Westerville now with the puck. Payer trying to work right down the center ice. Seepy on the defense. He'll take a shot, but it's going to go off the shoulder of Ryan Carey and up into the net. Puck out of play. 4:28 left here, second period. Jets with a 4-1 lead. Kale Zurakowski already with the hat trick. And Ethan Bell adding one for good measure. Kale Zurakowski making his way back to the ice as he'll take the draw to the left of Carey. And Barbieri trying to send this one around the wall to Weaver. It'll go off the stick of Weaver, but back onto the stick of Zurakowski. Trying to work his way inside. He'll get it to Tyler Benson. Benson couldn't get the shot to go. And the puck loose now down center ice. Lute trying to get the angle as we'll have a collision right near the cage. Ryan Carey will come out unscathed. That'll be Joe Kish inside the net for Westerville. Kish trying to go coast to coast. Couldn't make it. 4:04 left here, second period. Jets with a 4-1 lead over the Westerville Warcats. Their second meeting of the season. First one down in Worthington. As Kish and Zurakowski will take the faceoff just outside of the Jet zone. Lewis tried to recover for Westerville, but he'll have to chase it back. He'll chip it down, but it won't. No icing will be called on this one. Barbieri now trying to work it up to Gage Weaver. Weaver scanning the ice, and he'll try to get out to Zurakowski. Zurakowski working to the inside. He'll be backed up by Barbieri. Jack will send it across the ice, and it's going to be a shot. Another shot on goal by Tyler Benson. Two beautiful sets. Puck loose, and it's going to be no goal. Second shot coming in, but it just missed goal line. I'm not even sure the official was confident about that call. Zurakowski will send this one around behind the net of Kluppel. Benson with the puck as they try to work it inside. This puck's going to go all the way down ice. That'll be 200 feet. And they're going to say no icing on this one. So Austin Lute will send this out to Weaver. Weaver tried to reach around with a stick to grab it, but it's going to go the other way. No icing on this one as Tyler Benson will pick this one up behind the net, and he'll work against Nick Hoover. Westerville now recovering the puck. They'll be trying to work it down into the zone. And I believe we're going to have an offside coming up against Westerville. They'll bring this one out to the neutral zone. 2:59 left here in this second period. There'll be a brief intermission here as they cut the ice coming up between the second and third frames. Craven, Bazaroff, and Bell back out as he'll take the faceoff against Woodruff. Bazinski with the puck, trying to send it down the boards. He'll get it to Resinger. Resinger trying to work wide to the right of Ryan Carey, but he'll run into a series of Jets. That puck will be knocked away by Craven, and it'll be an icing coming up against Canton-Akron. 2:43 left here in the second period. A little bit of, I think, a sarcastic applause from the Westerville faithful over here. As Craven and Woodruff will take this one. So Meigs, I'm sorry, I apologize. Meigs is in net for the Westerville Warcats. My apologies. Puck now moving across the neutral zone. Bazaroff working by himself, 2-on-1. Gonna have Craven in his left. Couldn't get the pass over. And Resinger will have the puck. He'll send it over to Woodruff. Woodruff working through the neutral zone. And he'll work wide right of Carey. Shot on goal. Carey will have the glove save. 2:17 left here in this second period. So number one, Aiden Meigs in net for the Westerville Warcats. That was not a change. That was an error on my part. They'll drop this one to the left of Ryan Carey. Payer and Dom will battle for this one. It'll end up on the stick of Hannenberg. Hannenberg will send us around to Seepy. He'll get it to Gage Weaver. And it'll go off the boards. Dom will chip this one in, but it's going to go off the body of Evan Weiss and up on the stick of Bristol. Puck coming up the board. And it'll be batted back and forth as Hannenberg will send it back out to the red line. Bristol will end up with it again. So Ben Rose stepping in. He'll try to come from behind on the back check. He can't get it. Gage Weaver now with it, trying to scan the ice, and he'll decide to just take it himself. Weaver now through the neutral zone. He'll get into the jet zone. Take a shot from the point. Nowhere near the net. He'll have CP up the point. He'll try to take the sharp angle shot. Hannenberg can't get it to go. Gavin Weaver working into the slot, waiting for the pass. Weaver's going to take the shot. Beautiful setup, and it's going to be Ben Rose on the rebound. He'll get the 5th goal of the day for the Canton-Akron Jets. So Ben Rose adds one as well. 3 for Zurakowski, 1 for Bell, and now 1 for Ben Rose. 1:12 left here in the second period. Jets with a 5-1 lead. Trying to recover from the rough day they had yesterday against Hilliard and the Dayton Stealth. Kish taking the face off with Rossi nicely. Lute trying to work down inside of the offensive zone. He'll send it across the paint. Try to get it to Freitas. It'll be bounced off the stick to Soshovsky. He'll take a shot, but it won't go. Mario Soshovsky now working in front of the net. He'll head towards the board. Try to pick this one up. Send it around the boards. He won't be able to. Lute will come in for support as Barbieri tries to work it back behind the net. He'll get help from Lute. Lute sending it into the slot. And it'll be taken by the Warcats. Estep working his way down the wall. That'll be nicely. And Polchow battling for it. Polchow will go down. He'll have to recover. Nicely. Sending it out to Freitas. Freitas to the left of Meggs. And Meggs can't get back to the left, but it'll be overshot by Freitas. Soshovsky now from the left side of Meggs. He'll have the puck deflect off his chest. It'll go back out to the boards. Max Campbell tried to send this one down the boards. He overshot it. And Barbieri will recover. It's going to go off the stick of a Warcat. Canton-Akron now recovering. He'll send it to the neutral zone. Soshovsky trying to find Rossi nicely. Nicely send this one down towards the net. And that'll be the end of the second period here in Strongsville. The Canton-Akron Jets. The offense gets going here in the first and second period. They have a 5-1 lead. We're going to step aside for a timeout. When we come back, we'll give you a scoring recap. And we will tell you about all the things coming up this week here on Western Reserve Radio and CityView Sportscast. And all along the iMedia One Network. We'll be back right after this.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football. Or contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football. Mill Creek Golf Course is now open. Experience the Donald Ross Championship design of both courses, where you can book a tee time online at millcreekmetroparks.org. Mill Creek features a newly remodeled golf shop, new cart paths, and is a Callaway certified club fitting facility with demo days. The PGA professional staff is now accepting golf outings and leads. For more information, call 330-740-7112 or stop by and see what all Mill Creek Golf Course has to offer you. Hey football fans, don't miss the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey at the Cavelli Center in downtown Youngstown. The Phantoms are preparing for the upcoming season as they take to the ice to defend their Clark Cup championship. With over a dozen highly touted prospects on this year's roster, the road to the NHL clearly runs through Youngstown. Purchase season tickets, group tickets, and individual game tickets now by calling 330-747-PUCK. That's 330-747-7825 or go to youngstownphantoms.com.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
This is Everett Fitzhugh, the radio voice of the NHL Seattle Kraken, and when I want to catch up with Youngstown sports, I tune in to Western Reserve Radio, WRDB, The Scourge.
Intermission time here at the Brunswick Auto Mart Arena in Strongsville. Canton-Akron Jets, they go into the break with a 5-1 lead over the Westerville Warcats. Scoring went like this. It would be Westerville striking first at 10:22 of the first period. As Carson Fiala would find the back of the net, they would take a 1-0 lead. At 9:39 of the first period, Cale Zurakowski would get going on the first of 3 goals. As he would get one at 9:39, he would work his way into the second period with one at 11:27 and one at 7:26. At 6:51 of the second period, it was Ethan Bell finding the back of the net. And at 1:12 left in the second period, Ben Rose would get the rebound shot. He would find the back of the net, bringing us to a score of 5-1 in favor of the Canton-Akron Jets. One penalty against the Canton-Akron Jets, and that was in the first period. Cale Zurakowski would serve 2 minutes. And for Westerville, it would be Kish, Fiala, and Payer with the penalties. Canton-Akron converting on one of the 3. NFL action over in Germany right now. The Indianapolis Colts have a 10-6 lead over the New England Patriots. Some of the scores from yesterday from around the iMedia One network. Of course, Friday night, Mogadore knocked off Mineral Ridge by a score of 21-7. Mogadore will go on to play Kirtland. South Range, they get the 48-21 win over Clearview. And they will, it looks like they're now going to take on Streetsboro, if I'm not mistaken. That'll be confirmed later this afternoon. And the Youngstown Phantoms were on the road this week as they headed out to Dubuque to take on the Fighting Saints. They would split a pair with the Saints. They would get the 5-4 shootout win on Friday. And the Fighting Saints would get the better of the Phantoms last night by a score of 4-1. Here at the showcase yesterday, Dayton would get the 4-3 win over Team Ohio. And, of course, the Canton-Akron Jets, they would drop both games, one to Hilliard by a score of 5-4. And the nighttime tilt, 7-1 to the Dayton Stealth. Over on Western Reserve Radio, it was the Grove City Wolverines completing a perfect 10-0 season. They get the 31-0 shutout over Teal. And that will be an automatic qualifier for the Grove City Wolverines. They will head to the Division III NCAA playoffs. This morning, it would be Hilliard getting a 3-0 win over the Cincinnati Swords here at the Brunswick Auto Mart Arena. And again, for the Buckeye fans, they get the 38-3 win over Michigan State. Coming up this week on Tuesday, we'll have By All Means with our own Mark Means as he begins to wind down his show. That'll happen in mid-December. But until then, join him for all his great guests as we bring that to you every Tuesday up until the middle of December. And on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. on CityView Sportscast and Western Reserve Radio, Just Football with Matt Emsch. Of course, the high school season winding down here. So we'll be probably focusing on a little bit more college and pro football in the coming weeks. And then on Friday night, we'll have OHSA high school football playoff action here on Western Reserve Radio. Check all of our social media to see where that's going to be at. We'll wait for the announcements coming up this afternoon as it'll be South Range. I believe, again, I'm going to guess going to be taking on Streetsboro from our understanding. I thought it was going to be the winner of Garrettsville and Perry, but that does not seem to be the case. We will find out more as we go along here on this Sunday afternoon. We're going to step aside for another timeout. When we come back, third period action here from Strongsville. The Canton-Akron Jets with a 5-1 lead. You're listening to Canton-Akron Jets hockey here on Western Reserve Radio, and CityView Sportscast. We're back after this.
Passion, talent, development. NCAA hockey offers all that, and its players graduate at a 90% rate. Joe Pavelski.
Backhand scores! Wow, what a goal!
Johnny Gaudreau. And Torrey Krug were stars on campus before the NHL stage. Whether you are a fan or a player, nothing compares to college hockey. Visit collegehockeyinc.com and follow @collegehockey.
Champions of the college hockey world!
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier. Then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday 10 to 4 and Saturday 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Located in Applewood Estates in Boardman Township, the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club offers a pleasant family environment. Choose a membership that meets your needs and enjoy a relaxing venue that includes not only swimming for the family, but also youth activities such as competitive swimming, tennis, and more. Enjoy the friendly atmosphere all summer long with the staff and members of the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club. For more information, go to applewoodswimandtennis.com or call 330-953-2833.
Welcome to Calvin's Barbershop.
You all got to see this.
I don't even want to know what you're looking at on that phone.
Well, you should. I was learning about the dangers of high blood pressure and that we need to get ours checked regularly. High blood pressure can increase the risk of heart attack or stroke, but this text program can help keep it at a healthy range. Just text barbershop to 97779 to sign up.
I'll get right on it as soon as I'm done with this baby panda video.
Text barbershop to 97779. A message from the American Heart Association and the Ad Council.
It's important to plan ahead for emergencies, like the storm. When it kicked in, we had a plan.
Separated.
We were able to get in touch with each other in no time.
Idea how to find each other.
The whole experience was fine.
The most frightening 10 hours of my life.
If there's one piece of advice I'd offer other moms out there, it's to stay calm and keep to the plan.
Message. Some parents plan ahead. Some don't. Make sure you know where to find your family in an emergency. Start your plan at ready.gov. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Will that be all?
Can I also have the Price is Right scratch-off?
Come on down!
Excuse me?
Come on down! You're the next contestant on The Price is Right! Play The Price is Right scratch-off from the Ohio Lottery today. Win up to $100,000 instantly. Or enter for your chance to win a trip to Las Vegas for a chance to win up to $50 million in the Come On Down Challenge. Next in line...
I'll take whatever she's got.
Come on down! Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
It may be hard to believe. This is Everett Fitzhugh, the radio voice of the NHL Seattle Kraken, and when I want to catch up with Youngstown sports, I tune in to Western Reserve Radio, WRDB, The Scourge.
Back here, third period action coming up at the Brunswick Automart Arena here in Strongsville. Canton-Akron Jets with a 5-1 lead here. Kale Zarkowski with the hat trick already here. And goals added by Ben Rose and Ethan Bell. I want to remind you the Phantoms will be back home on November 24th as they'll take on the National Team Developmental Program there at the Cavelli Center. Plenty of tickets still available. Call 330-747-PUCK, 330-747-7825. For ticket information, or go to youngstownphantoms.com. Woodruff and Craven taking the face off here. Jets will win this one. It'll sail down into the corner of the Jets zone. Craven battling against Hoover. Puck in the slot here, but it's going to be knocked out by Fiala. Fiala will send that out to Barbieri. Barbieri trying to get back into the Jets zone. He'll chip it, take a shot on goal. It's going to go on left of the cage. Follow-up shot by Bazaroff. He'll send it back around the kick plate and out to the point. It'll be Austin Lutz sending it down the boards. And it'll be sent back down ice by the Warcats. No icing on the call here as Barbieri now will work around the defense of Resinger. Bazaroff now with the pass, trying to get to the puck before he gets to the goal line. looking for Ethan Bell. Ethan Bell centered up, and it's going to come off the stick of Bazaroff, but Ethan Bell going to be right there to back him up. Bell going to take the shot wide left of the cage. As Rush will step in for the Warcats. Zurkowski now with the puck, trying to backhand into the net. It's going to go off the stick of a Warcat up in the air. Bazaroff will recover. He'll send it around the kick plate at Hanneberg and Bell, the nearest Jets. Hanneberg will stop this at the point. He'll backhand it down to Zurkowski, but Zurkowski can't handle the pass, and it'll send it around the boards. Bell sending it back to Zurkowski, working from behind the net. Kale now going to work it off the board, sending it out to Connor Seepy. Seepy back down to Zurkowski, the freshman who's been hot here in the first and second period. Battling behind her, trying to wrap around, but puck will be knocked away by Pear. Rush now with the puck on the rush. It's going to be knocked away by Seepy, and Bazaroff's going to recover in the neutral zone. He'll work around the defense of the Warcats, but he'll lose it before he can make it too far down. And Benson now coming in with the steal on the pucks, try to send it across the slot. Zurkowski couldn't get to the pass, and it'll be Hanneberg with the shot from the point. And the puck will sail out of the Canton-Akron Jet zone. Seepy will reset everybody as he'll drop pass it to Hanneberg. Hanneberg's going to lose it to Rush. Rush to the left of Carey, who's now in the net to the right of us. And Meggs in the net to the left of us. Zurkowski now trying to send it down ice. Tried to get it past Weiss from Westerville. Couldn't do it. Weiss will send it back in. So Westerville will have to clear the zone, and it'll be Gage Weaver now with the puck. Excuse me, that's going to be Seepy as he works off the left boards, trying to find somebody in the slot. Nobody there. Trying to get it to Benson. Benson couldn't get there quick enough between the circles. Puck now going to sail around the boards to the near side. Zurkowski going to take a shot from Weiss, but he'll recover quickly. Benson will work it down behind the net of the Warcats out to Gage Weaver. Weaver working around there, but he's going to be knocked down by Oyer. Warcats now with the puck. It'll be Oyer sending it off the boards. Seepy tried to get a stick in there, just enough there to get it to Benson. Benson sending it over to Weaver. Weaver taking a shot, and it's going to go off the glove of Meggs. Zurkowski trying to work it back past Knapp. Tried to get it out to Seepy, but Gage Weaver now intercepted, and Weaver's going to take a shot from the back by Oyer. No call on that. The puck will sail down as Hanneberg will send this off the wall, trying to get it out to Connor Seepy. Hanneberg at the blue line. Chase it down. He'll be under pressure from Knapp. Oyer going to step in here, send his puck back into the Warcats zone. Seepy going to recover it, though, take it behind the net of Ryan Carey. Send it up the boards, but he's going to send it out to Pear. Pear couldn't handle the pass. And Zurkowski again back out on the ice. It'll jump his stick. Tyler Benson tried to come in and recover, but it'll be Gage Weaver now on the race. Pear taking the inside. He'll take the angle away from Weaver. Weaver get out to Ben Rose. Rose going to take the shot, but it's going to be swallowed by Meggs. 10:58 left here, third period. Canton-Akron with the opportunity there, but Meggs with a great job swallowing that one up. Breen Dahlman now to take the face-off against Pear. It'll be to the left of Meggs. They send out to Weaver. Weaver will send it out to the point. It'll be Campbell to take a shot. Emerling will send this one down to Rossi. Rossi battling on the boards. He'll battle with San Filippo. Dahlman now taking a shot here. Head bounced off the glass, but no call. As Gavin Weaver will step in there. Tried to get it around to a Jet, but it'll be Bristol that'll pick it up for the Warcats. Bristol looking for somebody forward there. Gets it to Rush. Rush gets into the zone. It'll be disrupted by Emerling. He'll be knocked off the puck, and Gavin will send this one back around to Ben Rose. Rose sending it across the ice, trying to get Gavin Weaver. Sent it behind, and Weaver tried to turn around, couldn't get to it. Puck now sailing across. You'll get the Max Campbell. Campbell into the zone, take the shot, but it's going to go off the shin pad of a Warcat. And Meggs will stop that one. Clock will stop with 10:11 left here, third period. Jets with a 5-1 lead over the Westerville Warcats. So Rossi nicely now taking the draw to the left of Meggs in the Westerville defensive zone. Some conversation with the officials as Aiden Meggs try to get things sorted out. So it'll be Woodruff and nicely. Puck will come across. There'll be Fiala. Fiala can't handle it. but it'll be picked up by Resinger. Resinger will work his way in here, try to get through the defense of Austin Lute, and they'll get tied up and slide about 15 feet together. Ryan Carey so far giving up one goal here, 9:50 left here, third period. Jets with a 5-1 lead. They'll drop this to the left of Ryan Carey. Nicely going to win this one, send it out to the blue line, and nobody can handle it as Lewis will chase this down for Westerville. Freitas tried to get in there. He'll knock it around nicely. He'll pick it up. No offsides there. Freitas going to take the sharp angle shot, but it's just going to go across the net and out to Lute. Lute's going to take a shot, and it'll be stopped by Meggs. Nicely trying to come in for the rebound shot, but he won't get it. It'll be Bazaroff, Craven, and Bell making their way to the ice. Barbieri and Lute will take a breath as well. They'll be replaced by Hanneberg and Seepy. 9:41 left here, third period. Jets 5, Warcats 1. They'll drop this to the left of Meggs. Craven now with it, trying to backhand it in there. And Bell now working from behind the goal line to the right of Meggs. Bell trying to work it inside. He'll get it to Craven. Craven back to Bell. Bell against the board. Send it towards the net, but Meggs will swallow this one up as well. 9:25 of the third period here. Jets with a 5-1 lead. Zurkowski, the freshman, with a hat trick here in the first and second period. Craven taking the face off against Payer to the right of Meggs. Puck loose now. Craven tried to get in there and take a second shot, but it'll go off the boot of a Warcat. Bazaroff will save this to the left of Meggs in the corner. Puck will sail out into the neutral zone, and Hanneberg will recover this and try to set something up here. He'll have CP to his right, and he'll pass that over D to D. CP now to Craven. Craven with a quick drop pass to Bazaroff. Bazaroff working his way in from the left side of the cage, and it won't go. Down in the corner house, Bazaroff will battle for his own rebound. Knapp will end up with it for Westerville. He'll bring it to the neutral zone, try to get past Hanneberg, but can't gather up the puck. And he'll just chip it into the zone as Craven now will step in front of Payer. Craven behind the net of Carey, trying to find an option. He'll send it out to Bazaroff. Bazaroff now back to Craven. Craven working up towards the boards. It'll be Payer on defense. And it'll be Weiss. It'll create enough that Craven will just chip it in. Oyer now against the boards with the puck. Craven's going to work against the boards against Oyer. Puck loose down the corner. Craven trying to get it across the slot to Bell, and he couldn't get it. Bazaroff tried to get the rebound shot, but it'll make it past his stick. Seepy will send it off the boards, but it'll end up on the stick of Evan Weiss. Weiss now setting it up for the Warcats. Going to send it all the way forward, and it's going to end up behind the goal line of the Jets. Icing coming up against Westerville. 8:09 left here in this third period. 5-1 is the Jets' lead. Again, coming up 5 p.m. this afternoon on Western Reserve Radio, we'll have the NCAA Division III selection show coming to you from the campus of Grove City. Wolverines with an automatic qualifier as the President's Athletic Conference champions for 2023. Estep now going to send this down into the zone for the Warcats. Be kicked back out. Kish will pick it up, and he'll try to get it back in there, but it'll be Emmerling that will send this one down here and cause the Warcats to reset. Tyler Benson showing some pressure here. Back out to the red line. And it's going to be Polchow with a puck into the Canton-Akron Jets bench. Said, here, take that. 7:42 left here, third period. Jets looking for their first win on the weekend. They go 0-2 yesterday in this showcase up here in Strongsville. Dahman now to take the draw against Woodruff just outside the neutral zone, outside the Warcats defensive zone. Woodruff now trying to recover it. Ben Rose going to step in and chip it down into the Jets zone. It's going to ricochet. Almost came back here towards the net. Sanfilippo now going to send this one across ice. He'll find Fiala. Fiala working to the right of Ryan Carey. Trying to get to the defense of Max Campbell. He had to reset, but Sanfilippo will take this one back out to the neutral zone. He'll chip it in as the Warcats make a few changes. Dahman with the puck. It went off his stick with the Ben Rose. Ben Rose tried to tap it back to him, but Dahman moving too fast. Rose takes a shot, And we'll go off the boards. Gavin Weaver trying to keep this one in the zone, but he'll need help from Max Campbell to send this one back. Fiala now with the puck. Gavin Emmerling stepping in. He'll have to get past Emmerling and Dahman as the puck now will sail around the boards. Fiala will head to the bench for the Warcats. Rose with the puck now. Try to get it out to Dahman, but it'll be Gavin Weaver who will hold up and get it back to Dahman. Dahman going to take a half-hearted shot on goal. Warcats try to clear the puck. Ben Rose going to stand in the way as Dahman's going to take a shot off the right side of Meggs. 6:10 left here, third period. It's Payer with the puck now. Working into the Warcat zone. Tried to take the sharp angle shot, but he'll strike out on that one. Ben Rose with the puck now behind the net. And it'll be Knapp. We'll have to deal with Emmerling and and Dahman. As Emmerling now will pick it up, looking for somebody in the slot. But the Jets are going to go for changes. Stashowski will make his way in. Gio Ferreiras down in the corner. He's going to go down. A little slippery out there as we're going to have a penalty coming up. And it looks like it's going to be, I believe, a hooking call. Coming up against Knapp. Case and Knapp forward for the Westerville Warcats will go to the box for 2 minutes for hooking. They'll drop this one to the right of Meggs in the Jet zone. 5:37 left here, third period. Jets will be back in action. Scheduled for 3:30. We'll go on here about 10 minutes before that as Ben Rose will send this one out to Hanneberg. Hanneberg over to Emmerling. Canton-Akron now on the power play. Rose sending it behind the net. Trying to get it out to Zurkowski. Zurkowski working around the defense of Evan Weiss. Kale spin move, trying to create some space. I'll try to get it in the slot. Ben Rose waiting for the pass. Some work in front of the net, and Rose is going to take a shot. It's going to go off blocker side of Meggs. Puck will sail all the way down here. Emmerling will reset it. He'll be under pressure from Sanfilippo. Puck loose now. Nobody sees it. Trying to find it now. Sanfilippo tried to get through Hanneberg, and Hanneberg will send this over to Emmerling. He'll go around Ryan Carey. As Coach Sean Houston growing a little bit impatient here. Is Hanneberg working through the neutral zone. He'll switch sides with Emmerling. Zurkowski now working to the wall. Ben Rose in front of the net. Rose trying to take a shot as it worked across the net, but couldn't gather it up. And Ben will go into the corner and send this one across the slot. Try to get it to Barbieri and take the shot, but it's going to roll off the pad of Meggs. Hanneberg now at the point. He'll send it D to D over to Gavin Emmerling. Emmerling working to the left of Meggs. He'll drop past that. And it'll be a collision on the boards, and we're going to have a check from behind. And Sanfilippo will head to the box. He put a shot on Kale Zurkowski. As Zurkowski tries to recover from that, he's up on one knee. So the Jets will have it 5-on-3 for the next 28 seconds. And they'll go to a 5-on-4 power play. As Craven Bazaroff and Weaver will make it out on the front line for the Jets. It'll be Luton Seepy on the special teams for Canton-Akron. 5-1 is your score. Jets with the lead here. 4:05 left here in this game. So 28 seconds left on the original penalty to Knapp. And there'll be a 2-minute penalty coming up against Sanfilippo. And I believe they're going to send Estep in there. Now I guess they're going to call this a 4-minute. So Estep's going to serve the 2-minute penalty for Westerville. They'll drop this one to the left of Meggs. It'll be Craven and Resinger for the faceoff. Craven going to win this one. Send it back to the point. Seepy sent it to Bazaroff. Bazaroff going to work it back up. Seepy looking D to D, but it's going to go off his stick. Bazaroff going to back him up, keep it in his zone. But Resinger is going to send this one down ice, and Lute and Bazaroff will head down ice to set the power play up once again here. 8 seconds left on the original penalty. As Bazaroff now bringing it down the near wall. Craven in the slot, looking for the pass. He'll cycle it around. Gage Weaver now and Craven working against the boards as they try to gather it up and settle things down. Craven sent it back out to CP. CP back to Craven, but it's going to be deflected and sent out to the neutral zone, and Bazaroff will have to chase this one down for the Canton-Akron Jets. CAK on a rush as Bazaroff coming down the far wall. He'll work through the middle. Craven now behind him. Weaver to his left. Gage Weaver looking for the pass in the slot, but he'll send it back to Craven. Craven back to Bazaroff on the near side. Lute with the shot through the traffic, and it's going to go off the shoulder of Meggs, and it's Bazaroff trying to work it back out to Weaver. Weaver couldn't handle it, but Lute will back him up. And he'll send it around the boards to Bazaroff. Bazaroff to the right of Meggs behind the goal line, and Weaver sending it back out to CP. CP with the opportunity to take a shot. Some traffic in the front, and they couldn't get the rebound shot. Bazaroff was looking for that. Nice save by Meggs. As CP and Kish will battle for it down behind the net of Ryan Carey as this puck sails down. Puck loose now behind theirs. The Jets will come up, try to send it forward. Craven will chip it over to Gage Weaver. Weaver and Craven now on the rush. They're going to be outmanned, though. Weaver now going to switch sides with Craven. Craven working behind the net. He'll send it to Zurkowski. Zurkowski making his way in for Bazaroff. Craven from the corner. We'll give it to Zurkowski. Zurkowski's going to go down. Craven's going to step in, try to deliver a shot, knock that puck loose, and it should make it out to Austin Lute. Lute going to take the shot from the point. He'll spin around. Craven tried to step it in, keep it in the zone, but he won't be able to. That puck will sail down as Emmerling will chip it down the boards as the Westerville Warcats make a change. Zurkowski tried to step in to intercept the pass, couldn't get it. Lute going to send this one down into the corner to the left of Meggs. Ben Rose now in for the second power play unit. So it'll be Zurkowski, Weaver, and Ben Rose. As Payer now will have the puck taken to the neutral zone. And that'll clear all the penalties for Westerville. CAK can't convert on the power play. 1:17 left here in this game. Jets with a 5-1 lead. Puck now in the corner to the left of Carey. He'll send it back around as Weiss will save this one. He'll take a shot on goal, go down into the corner and settle down as Gage Weaver now going to take a shot from Polchow. No call on that. Emmerling going to work around and send it over to Weaver. 52 seconds left here in this game. They'll try to eat the rest of this clock up as Rose will chase this one down. It'll be icing coming up against Westerville with 47 seconds left. Excuse me, icing against the Jets. They'll drop this one to the left of Ryan Carey. So it'll be Dahlman taking the face-off against Rush. Puck now going to sail out to the neutral zone. Ben Rose trying to chip it down. He'll get it to Gage Weaver. Weaver couldn't gather it up, but he'll take it down into the corner and try to eat up the last 33 seconds left in here in this game. Jets with the 5-1 lead. They'll get their first win of the weekend as CP will backhand this one through the neutral zone, but it'll be picked up by Lewis, who will send it down the boards back to CP, and CP should be able to keep this one behind the net for a little bit and eat up the final 10 seconds of this game. They'll send it out to the neutral zone, though. Dahlman battling against Woodruff with 2 seconds left. And that will bring us to the end of Game 3 of this showcase weekend. As the Canton-Akron Jets, they get their first win here today on Sunday by a score of 5-1. We'll step aside for a quick timeout. When we come back, give you the scoring recap. And we'll get you set up for the final game of the weekend here on Western Reserve Radio and CityView Sportscast. You're listening to Canton-Akron Jets hockey all across the iMedia One network.
Hey, football fans, don't miss the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey at the Cavelli Center in downtown Youngstown. The Phantoms are preparing for the upcoming season as they take to the ice to defend their Clark Cup championship. With over a dozen highly touted prospects on this year's roster, the road to the NHL clearly runs through Youngstown. Purchase season tickets, group tickets, and individual game tickets now by calling 330-747-PUCK. That's 330-747-7825, or go to youngstownphantoms.com.
champion!
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
You're listening to WRDB, Western Reserve Digital Broadcasting, Youngstown, Warren, Salem, and around the world.
Back here as we wrap up game number 3 on the weekend. The Canton-Akron Jets get the 5-1 win over the Westerville Warcats. Scoring went like this, as it would be Carson Fiala for the Warcats, getting them on the board first at 10:22 of the first period. And then it would be Kale Zurakowski who would get a hat trick. His goals would come in the first period at 9:39, 11:27 of the second, and 7:26 of the second period. And it would be Ethan Bell getting his goal at 6:51 of the second period, followed up by a Ben Rose rebound shot at 1:12 of the second period. And that's where we would get our 5-1 score. And the Canton-Akron Jets win here in Game 3. Penalties, not much to speak of for Canton-Akron. They would only have one, that coming in the first period. As Zurakowski would serve 2 minutes. That would come at 4:30 of the first period. And then it would be 5 penalties coming up against the Westerville Warcats. It would be Kish, Carson, Payer, Knapp, and San Filippo that would serve penalties for Westerville. This afternoon, coming up here at 3:30, it will be the Canton-Akron Jets in their final game of the weekend, scheduled to take on the Newark Generals. Give or take a few minutes here. We'll see if we are running on schedule. Be sure to join us here on Western Reserve Radio and CityView Sportscast. Also, you can listen to us on Facebook and Twitter as well. Catch all the graphics done by Dave Ferris back there in the city, making us look good. And we will wrap up this showcase weekend here in Strongsville. So for my partners over here, Jerry and Shandy Lute, and for Dave Ferris, back in the Gessler Propane studio, I'm Jim Craven. Thanks for joining us. We will see you back here at 3:15 as we wrap up the weekend with Game 4 as the Canton-Akron Jets take on the Newark Generals. One last time here, it was the Canton-Akron Jets 5, the Westerville Warcats 1. We will see you all shortly.
We thank you for joining us for this special presentation of Western Reserve Radio. And we now return to our regularly scheduled programming.
So, are you enjoying our station? Well, now you can take us along on your mobile device wherever you go.
Wow!
The free Live 365 app is available for both Apple and Android devices.
That sounds like fun. I'll give it a try.
Just go to the Apple app or Google Play Store and download it today.
You're listening to WRDB, Western Reserve Digital Broadcasting, Youngstown, Warren, Salem, and around the world.
Located in Applewood Estates in Boardman Township, the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club offers a pleasant family environment. Choose a membership that meets your needs and enjoy a relaxing venue that includes not only swimming for the family, but also youth activities such as competitive swimming, tennis, and more. Enjoy the friendly atmosphere all summer long with the staff and members of the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club. For more information, go to applewoodswimandtennis.com or call 330-953-2833.
Shining Stars Dance and Baton in Niles, Ohio is home to state, regional, national, and international world champions. They offer a wide variety of classes for ages 2.5 and up for boys and girls. Celebrating over 31 years in business, the excellent staff of instructors will help take your baton twirling skills to the next level.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
If you are seeking a skilled photographer in Northeast Ohio with experience in capturing documentary-style photographs for various occasions such as family events, weddings, graduations, sporting events, and other special occasions, look no further than Colleen Moore Photography. Accessible via ColleenMoorePhotography.com, or she can be reached at 330-314-7547.
The same treatment you give your clothes. Just toss them in the washing machine and keep them looking brand spanking new. Find machine washable Skechers at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear happens to be sold.
If you remain in the roadway and refuse to utilize the sidewalk, you will be placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct.
As the war against Hamas terrorists rages on in the Middle East, thousands of anti-Israeli protesters flooding the streets of New York City Friday night, attempting to enter Grand Central Station again, but police blocking it off. Several demonstrators arrested. Staying now in New York City, FBI agents taking cell phones belonging to New York City Mayor Democrat Eric Adams as part of a federal investigation into campaign fundraising. Armed with a search warrant, the agents confiscating the phones and an iPad. The investigation looking at whether foreign money from Turkey was funneled into his campaign. Adams has not been accused of any wrongdoing so far, but he is the latest politician to come under scrutiny for ties to foreign governments. Looking ahead now to next week, President Biden scheduled to meet with the president of China here in the United States. The location, San Francisco. More now on the story from USA's John Schaefer.
Biden is scheduled to hold a meeting with Chinese leader Xi Jinping in San Francisco next week. The meeting set to take place on the sidelines of a CEO summit during which Xi Jinping is anticipated to address prominent American business executives. Xi will be speaking to business leaders during a period of heightened tension in U.S.-China relations.
And I'm Laura Winters, USA News.
Hi, I'm Ronnie Deutsch, and if you or your business owe money to the IRS, I've got great news for you. Tax laws have changed. Billions of dollars are earmarked for IRS Fresh Start programs, and if you qualify, you can literally save tens of thousands of dollars. Listen, I know what you're going through. Call me if you want to speak with a tax attorney or tax professional for free.
800-284-9275. That's 800-284-9275.
Do you own an annuity, either fixed rate, indexed, or variable? Are you paying high fees and getting low returns? If so, Annuity General would like you to have this free book to learn the pitfalls and mistakes of buying an annuity. The Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers contains the little-known truths about annuities, like how to help reduce your fees and increase retirement income. And it's free. That's right, free. As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report just for calling. We researched over 1,000 annuities and summarized rates and benefits from financially strong insurers. You get Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers and the Annuity Rate Report, both absolutely free for calling Annuity General today. Hurry, supplies are limited.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 68. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Wake up! Mahoning Valley, it's time for high school football on Western Reserve Radio. Now to the stadium for the Sandrock Concrete High School Football Game of the Week.
Okay, what are you wearing right now?
Nothing.
That's right. So mommy's going to teach you how to dress yourself. Underwear always comes first, name tag at the back, then pants, then shirt. Get the first button in the right hole or you have to start all over. Socks going first, then shoes, right on right, left on left. With shoelaces, just take the ends, cross them over, switch the loops, the rabbit goes down the hole, pull tight, and you're left with bunny ears. Got it? Why are your pants on your head?
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. Visit 2min2x.org to find out more. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable. But how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while